What's up, MTG Arena fans? I'm Mason Ortiz, and this is my channel, MTGBudgetBrew. My goal is to provide fun and interesting decks on a budget. And to make my decks budget, I limit myself by only using a total of 4 rare/mythic cards in a deck, so a playset's worth. This week, until May 6th, there's an event happening on Arena. It is the Historic Artisan Festival. If you don't know, Artisan is an arena-only format that limits decks to only using common and uncommon cards. 0 rares, 0 mythics. It does not get much more budget than that. For either 500 gems or 2,500 gold, you can participate all week long playing as many matches as you want, and there are even prizes for your first 5 wins. You can get some dope-ass card styles. So today, I'm going to show you a few of the decks that I've been using, but before we even get to those decks, my friend Rooker MTG has written a great article on MTG Goldfish for this event. It lists over 100 Artisan decks for you to choose from. For whatever playstyle you like, for whichever color combination you want, he's got a deck for you. So I would highly recommend checking out this article. I will have a link in the description because it's not super long, it's very well laid out, and checking out the deck list is as easy as clicking on the name of the deck. Now, I didn't know this event was coming up, so I didn't prep for it, but it turned out that I already had 8 legal decks, and I'm going to show you guys 5 of them. So let's get into game number 1. Alright guys, here we are going into game numero uno. The first deck that I'm sharing with you guys today is what I call the Wand of Life. It is a deck built around this card. We actually have it. Sorcerer's Wand. I'm going to keep this. Oh, something very interesting about the event. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, the game is allowing you to have a free mulligan. Don't know why. Have no idea why. Maybe because the format is like more casual since it's an event. But yeah, it lets you get a free mulligan, which is insane. But anyway, this deck is built around the card Sorcerer's Wand. Let's see, let me think real quick. I'm going to revitalize. We're going to draw a card. It is built around a Sorcerer's Wand and this card. Alright, Famished Paladin is a creature that doesn't untap during your untap step. And it says whenever you gain life, untap Famished Paladin. So, our plan is to play this creature, equip Sorcerer's Wand to it, and that gives equipped creature tap, deal 1 damage to your opponent. Now, the final piece of this, it is a combo deck. The final piece of the combo is Blessed Defiance. Target creature you control gets +2 persona and gains lifelink until end of turn. Lifelink is what matters. We give Famished Paladin lifelink. We equip the wand, and now what happens is that we can tap it to ping our opponent for 1. When it deals that 1 damage, we gain a life. It untaps the paladin, and we can tap it again, going back and forth, back and forth. I know, opponent, it's my go. Until we win the game. Alright, see, I'm already misplaying. Because I'm trying to not, waste my opponent's time with the timer. What I should have done just now was play the Force, play the Famished Paladin, and we would have won next turn. Because I could have played Famished Paladin, held up Tamiyo's Safekeeping to protect it. Next turn we'd have 4 mana, which is enough to equip the wand to the Paladin, and then also play Blessed Defiance. And that would have been game over. But it's fine, this game is looking real good. It's not going to last real long, I don't think. Our opponent's deck, I have no idea what they're playing. Yep, no idea. Okay. Ooh, Lurking Roper also functions the same as Famished Paladin. It also doesn't untap during our untap step, and whenever we gain life, we untap this creature. So, let's see. It doesn't really matter which one I play, so I'm going to play the bigger one. I'm going to play Lurking Roper. We're going to win with the Roper instead of Famished Paladin, and now we pass. Lurking Roper is just a really big blocker, really hard for our opponent to get through. There's no way they're going to burst us down for 19 this game, or this turn, And we've still got the green up for Tamiyo's Safekeeping, so we're chilling. We are straight chilling. But yeah, this is the deck that I started playing with as soon as the event started. Oh, opponent said good game. That's really disappointing. I wanted to show you guys the combo. So you know what? I'm going to keep playing some more matches. You guys aren't going to see it until I get the combo to show you. Alright guys, here we are in a different game, and this is the full combo. So let's see. Oh, let me make sure my mana doesn't screw me. Okay, Sorcerer's Wand, I'm going to put it on the Paladin. Blessed Defiance, right here. And this is it. Now I can just tap Paladin over and over and over again. This game got a lot closer, as you can see. My life total got real low against mono red aggro. But that's a good game. This is it. This is all I do. Just keep on clicking. It automatically untaps. Just keep gaining life until we win the game. All right. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I will see you guys in the next game. Alright guys, here we are in another game, and the deck that I'm playing with right now is Azorius Bogles. Yes, Bogles. Bogles, this deck, first of all, it came from Rooker's article. This is his deck list entirely. Because I've never played a deck like this before, and it's very, very cool. But Bogles, it refers to this one creature called Slippery Bogle. It's, either a green or a blue for 1/1 creature with hexproof. And what you essentially do with Bogle decks is it's a Voltron deck. You get a super low drop hexproof creature, typically a 1-drop. Excuse me. And then you just buff it to high hell, and you win the game that way. And that's going to be our game plan. So let's see. I'm going to drop this because it's tapped. We don't need 3 mana this turn. I'm going to play Staggering Insight on this. See, 2/3, they can't kill it unless I'm missing something. When this dies, put its counters on target creature you control. You can sack it. Target creature you control the 1/1 counter on against lifelink and indestructible. Alright, we can swing here. Cool. But now, yeah, so this deck is just a bunch of auras. Just a ton of auras that you can put on little hexproof creatures. Like, we've got Invisible Stalker is our other main character on top of Saiba Cryptomancer, which is a newer card. Invisible Stalker is 2 mana for a 1/1 hexproof that can't be blocked. It's the better of the creatures. But yeah, we're just running a bunch of auras. We got Cartouche Solidarity, Ethereal Armor, Sentinel's Eyes, Arcane Flay, all that glitters. Ossification is another aura that helps count towards our total, but it's removal. It's just a lot of good stuff. Like, watch this. Look how big this creature's going to get right now. Now we drop the all that glitters. A 6/7. That's a big boy, all right. And if this had been Invisible Stalker instead, dog, our opponent, they'd be taking a lot of damage. But hopefully soon we will get to find. I think all we need right now is an Arcane Flight. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has flying. I think we can find that. It'll help us connect for the damage that we need. But like, we're chilling, man. With that lifelink on this creature, I got nothing to worry about. Let's see. We could use this to seek a non-land card, activate only once. But I think I'm going to save that until next turn. I'm just going to play Cartouche Solidarity here. Just make this even bigger. And now all that glitters. Now as our creature has first strike too. It's a 14/15 with first strike, lifelink, hexproof. We're at 36 life. That's a really hard creature to deal with. If our opponent doesn't have like a if our opponent's not running black and has like a sacrifice effect forcing us to sack one of our creatures, it's really hard to get around this. And I think it's very unlikely that our opponent gets something bigger than our 14/15. Like, even right now, total damage they have on board is 10. They need at least 5 more. And we have first strike too. So they'd really need a lot more than that. Like, yeah, we're gonna this Cryptomancer, it's gonna solo our opponent. That is the game plan, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. This is fun. Bogle's decks are they're crazy. Oh no, we took 5. Oh no. Oh, Invisible Stalker. If only you had been here. But we're gonna pay 4, tap this, seek an online card, activate only once. And let's hope it's something good. It's not what we needed. Alright, another 14/15 coming at you. Block it, we're at 45 life. 45 life. It's kind of a lot. Come on. Let's see. All we need. Arcane Flight. That's all I want. And we do have a way to tutor for it. Our third and only other creature in the deck is Heliod's Pilgrim. It's 2 and a white for 1/2 human cleric that says, when it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an aura card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. So if we can find one of these, we can use it to tutor for the Arcane Flight, which would be sick. That's all we need. No blocks. Ooh, our opponent's gaining life. Don't like that. This can enter tap. It's fine. Let's see. This gives hexproof to something. I don't think that really matters. Invisible Stalker, I guess, technically could start chipping away as well. Like, it doesn't hurt us, right? I'll just play out our hand. Let's see. You can have hexproof. Okay, what does this do? If one or more plus counters with permanent control, that many +1 counters are put on that permanent instead. Oh wow, hardened scales effect. Okay. And then tap, add X mana of any one color where X is Kami Whispered Hope's power. When do you gain life? As long as you've put one or more +1/+1 counters on a creature this turn. This has trample and lifelink. You can pay a white and a green target creature you control with +1/+1 counter on it gains trample and lifelink to end turn. Okay, no blocks. I might need to start leaving my creature up as a blocker. Just try and get rid of these. Oh no, the flood. You know what? I'm gonna say pass. This game's going on longer than I would have hoped. We had a really strong start, but yeah, because the Cryptomancer can be blocked, because it wasn't the Invisible Stalker, I'm struggling a little bit to close out this game. Oh wow, the protection from blue. It's pretty good. Ooh, you're gonna give us your trainee though. Why would you do that? I have first strike. Oh, you can give it indestructible with that. Okay, no, that makes sense. Well, kind of. I don't know, it seems questionable. Because, like, our creature doesn't die either. Now our opponent has more life than us. They're at 63, and it's getting a little bit sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, Visible Stalker. Go. Alright, you know what? If we do happen to find another All That Glitters, our Invisible Stalker will be doing a lot of damage, too. But man, our opponent is really hanging in there, like really, really well. Like way too well. Top deck a land. Love to see it. Give me something that's not a land. Oh. Oh, our prayers have been answered. The Arcane Flight. Yeah, we gotta go here. Man. Is it worth it though? They can gain 22 life by swinging at us and using the Paladin. I don't think I can even swing. I have to kill one of these. I need an ossification now. We have 3 in the deck. Ethereal Armor is pretty good. Okay, you know what? Invisible Stalker is going to help us get the job done anyway. Oh, wait. That's more damage than life that they can gain now, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's 32 that we're swinging at them, and they can only gain 22 in response. It is very slow, but we're going to start chipping away at them. I also definitely forgot that this had draw on it. So we're going to put this on the Invisible Stalker. Our 2 big creatures are now bigger and better than their 2 big creatures. We're going to do it. Man, this is a really long game. This is supposed to be like a relatively fast deck. Dude, our creature was huge on like turn 4. Oh. Once there's battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. That's pretty cool. What happens when it flips? Jesus. Ward 2, the beginning of your end set, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Okay, that's fine. No blocks. This has been a lengthy one, dude. It's been like 8 minutes. It's ridiculous. Come on, give me an ossification. That'll really help seal this deal. Heliod's Pilgrim. Let's go. Give it to me. Let me get that ossification. Now, I could try to go for more damage. I could grab an All That Glitters, slam it onto Invisible Stalker, or even the Staggering Insight. Do I want to go bigger? Or do I want to play smart? If I just grab ossification, I can stop all of their life gain. Do I just try to race them, though? Screw it. We'll go bigger. We'll go bigger because it's more fun, and this is more draw. Why not? Staggering Insight. Here you go. God. It is ridiculous. That's so much damage. Of course, I get notifications while my phone is on my desk right now. Another Heliod's Pilgrim. That's a pretty good one. Oh, I can still ossification. It's so over. I feel a little bit bad now. That's overkill. All right, take action. Give me that ossification. Target of planes. Grab it. And our opponent scoops it up. That was good. That was a wild game. There's a lot more back and forth than I thought there was going to be. I'll see you guys in the next match. All right, guys. That last game, it took a little bit longer than I wanted. So I want a quick game. Can you tell what kind of deck this is? Maybe a little bit. Maybe you have a small idea. Maybe you can take a wild guess. It's a rat colony deck. We got one card and one card only, if I'm not mistaken. We have one card and one card only. Rat colony. 36 copies of it. Gets +1/+0 for each other rat you control. A deck can have any number of cards named rat colony. So we're gonna try to win with rats. This is it's usually a really fast deck, one way or the other. We either win usually pretty fast or we get blown out of the water instantly. Now our opponent has some early game creatures. We're on the draw, which sucks. That hurts our deck a lot actually. But we'll see how it goes. We have a lot of rats. We have 4 swamps. 4 is the really important number that you want to hit with this deck. No blocks. Never sacrifice your rats. The reason why hitting 4 lands is so important is because that means that next turn I can play 2 rats in the same turn, and that's a huge power buff for our board. Now, do they take the block? I have no idea what deck they're playing. Werewolf, interesting. When this enters the battlefield, target creature gets +1/+1 so on to turn. This says, at the beginning of each upkeep, no spells were cast last turn, transform it. Cool, becomes 4/2 trample. At the beginning of each upkeep, if a player casts 2 or more spells last turn. Alright, just has the day and night mechanic. Okay. So if our other rat hadn't died, then we'd be swinging with 2 creatures that are 5/1s, and that's a lot of damage. Honestly, this game's taking too long. I had a game that I recorded, I think just the gameplay. At least I think I recorded it. And yeah, on turn 4, I got to swing with 10 damage. Like that's a lot of damage. And I won the next turn. I don't think we're gonna win this next turn, but maybe. Opponent passes and does nothing again. Unfortunately for them, I do have another 2 rats in hand. I'm swinging with 18 damage here. I was gonna say 20. I'm bad at math. 18 damage. They have to block here, and they're still taking 12. It's been 2.5 minutes. It's a pretty fast match still. Man, what is in your hand? You got 5 cards in hand. You gotta have something. You need to have a really good something right now. What's this battlefield? Tap all creatures your opponents control. Oh, this card doesn't have flying. I guess it's meant to be like a blowout. All right, we're gonna drop our final rat, and it's a good game. All right, that was pretty quick. See you guys in the next one. All right, guys, here we are in game number 4. This deck is, I would say, technically this is one of Rooker's decks, but it is not an exact copy paste from the list on his article. You would find this one under, it was listed under like Blink decks or something like that. Let me see. Blink/Bounce. It's his Oketra's Monument deck. Now, the idea for this deck, we get down Oketra's Monument. White creature spells cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you get a 1/1 warrior creature token with vigilance. So what we do is you play Core Skyfisher. You play this card over and over and over again. This card will only cost 1 white mana to play. It's 2/3 flying. When it enters the battlefield, return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. You target the Skyfisher. So with the Monument out, every single time you play Core Skyfisher, you're getting 1/1 blocker. You know, a little 1/1 token with vigilance. So yeah, for the next several turns, that's all you're doing. Just repeatedly playing that, building up your board super wide, and then using something like Sheffitt Dunes to give all your creatures +1/+1 so on to turn. Or a card that I much prefer, that Rooker does not like to include in his deck list, Pride of Conquerors. 1 and a white for an instant with Ascend. So if you control 10 or more permanents, you get City's Blessing. It says creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. If you have the City's Blessing, those creatures get +2/+2 until end of turn. Turning all your 1/1s into 2/2s, that's good. Turning all of your 1/1s into 3/3s, way better. Which is why I like it a lot. I'm just going to play an Ingenious Smith here. Ingenious Smith is in the deck to try and help us find our monuments, but we've already got what we need, so we're chilling. So yeah, my version of the deck list is a little bit different than his, but it's definitely still his deck. He was definitely still the one who told me about the deck, who taught me how to play it. I watched him stream with it, I'm sure. Even right now, I'm watching his stream. He's streaming. I mean, you know, there's the Artisan Festival going on. He's an Artisan player. He's streaming a lot right now. Right now, I have his stream open, and I can see his decks. And he has his White Monument deck there. Okay, now we're going against mono red aggro. We're facing down a lot of damage already. I'm not gonna lie, it's not great. Let's see. We won't get to. Ooh, they pass. That's huge for us. The fact that they don't swing out is one, a mistake, and two, super good for us. Turn 4, we start to stabilize. Next turn, we start to stabilize. Their creatures are not big. That's a 1/1. That's a 1/1. That's a 1/1. That's a 2/1. Next turn, with our 4 mana that we will have available to us, we can play Core Skyfisher 4 times, create 4 1/1s. That's enough to block everything he has on board. Yeah, and so from there, we start to stabilize. There are other cards. In fact, do I want to block this? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to block the Nest Robber right now. We'll see what response they have. They might have like a Play with Fire or a Shock or something. Storm Strike, okay. That was a good block then. Oh yeah. But there's another card in the deck. We do have Soul Warden in our deck list that could help us stabilize a lot if we happen to find it. But now, look, we just Skyfisher. Just Skyfisher over and over and over. You build up this massive board. We're chilling. And you know what we can do next turn? The exact same thing. Just over and over and over. Auto-pay. We do have to pay a life to get 1 white mana from this, so that is something I should be paying attention to. Look at that. Now we can block all of his creatures. We're chilling. And they're down to 1 card in hand, dude. They're super out of gas. And these other creatures in my hand, Rescuer, Chwinga, and Aviary Mechanic, they perform very similarly to Core Skyfisher. Problem with these cards is that when they enter the battlefield, you may return another permanent you control to its owner's hand. So these 2 cards you'd have to use like in tandem together. I'd have to play the Chwinga, get that on the field, and then I could use Aviary Mechanic to bounce this to my hand, play this, bounce the Mechanic to my hand, and just like alternate. Of course, Skyfisher, much more efficient. It only needs itself, right? But look at this. We're going to double the size of our board right here. Now, something that's really nice about the Rescuer, it has Flash. If our opponent tries to kill our Core Skyfisher right now as it hits the battlefield, in response, we could flash in the Rescuer, bounce the Skyfisher back to our hand, and we're chilling. And that's something that's really, really nice about this strategy. The fact that your main combo pieces, well, the main combo piece, Core Skyfisher, it protects itself. It doesn't leave itself vulnerable on the field for your opponent's next turn. It's safe in your hand. At the end of every turn, it's safe in your hand again, and that's super great. Okay, look, see, our opponent's really thinking about something right now. Do they have removal? They do. They do, and they're going to try to use it. Oh. They don't use it. They let the Skyfisher go. They've got something. All right, and that's game. We didn't get to go super wide. I didn't get to, sack our dunes, buff our board, make it huge, swing out. But that's the deck. All right, guys, here we are going into the final match. This final game, I am running an Azorius Soul Herder deck. So we're just trying to bounce a bunch of stuff and then make our Soul Herder really, really big. That is, the idea for this deck is very much a Blink themed deck. Let's see. Opening hand. I guess we can keep it. It's not great. Like I just said, we're in Azorius deck. The fact that we don't have blue is a little bit concerning. Oh, but now we're chilling. I'm like, with the double draw from Spirited Companion, I feel like we'll probably find it. So, we're fine. Oh my god. No, and we're playing against Mono White Life Gain. There's no deck that I hate more. This is already going to be a very long game. This deck is not a fast deck. It is very much a slow deck. These games already take forever with Soul Herder. Ugh. Okay. Opponents dumping their hand. Cool. Let's see. What do I want to do? That's a pretty good card. I'm I'm gonna play Fairgrounds Warden. We're gonna exile Lunarch Veteran. Unless they're gonna protect it with all Seed of Life's bounty, which I am also fine with. Okay. It's fine by me. Yeah, so we're running a bunch of cards that have good ETBs, right? Threat and Inspect when enters the battlefield, you get to create a clue. Professor of Symbology. I like this card a lot. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. When enters the battlefield, you get to learn. So we do have a sideboard. We have 2 Environmental Sciences, 4 Reduced to Memory as removal, and 1 Elemental Summoning, and it's just a big creature. Let's see. I'm going to drop this. I'm going to play the Militia Bugler. Our opponent's out of gas already, so you know what? I'm no longer tripping off of them. Do I want more draw, or do I want the Trickster? I'm going to choose the Trickster. And you know what? I'm going to go to combat. No, I'm not. No attacks. I'm going to Cloud Shift my Fairgrounds Warden right now. I'm going to blink it. You know what we're going to take? We're going to take that Lunarch Veteran this time. Yeah, let's see. So then, like, obviously we've got Spirited Companion for draw. Ooh, a Johnny's Pridemate. That's got to go. We have a borrow time for that. We're fine. Militia Bugler, when enters the battlefield, you get to look at top 4 cards. You may reveal a creature with power 2 or less, which is Soul Herder. Let's see. Vesper Lark. This can get our Soul Herder back from the graveyard. Frost Trickster is a cool addition that I added to the deck. When enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. That's a really cool one. And then you have OG, the Exquisite Blade, which is also a really, really cool card. It's 2 a white and a blue for a 2/3 human monk that says, when OG, the Exquisite Blade, enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life and you scry 2. So great ETB. And it says, whenever you cast your second spell each turn, and our curve is very low, exile up to 1 target creature you control, then return to the battlefield under its owner's control. So we get to blink a creature. And it can be itself, it can be one of these other cards, it doesn't matter. It lets us blink another thing. It's really good. It's all around super great. Okay, we're gonna Spirited Companion. And don't worry, we're definitely going to borrow time. That Johnny's Pridemate. Goodbye. Oh, you know what? Could I have hit this? I should have gone the Circle of Confinement. I'm a clown. I wasn't paying attention. I was so busy trying to read the cards. What I should have done was borrow time, the Circle of Confinement. That would have gotten back our Fairgrounds Warden, which then could have exiled the Johnny's Pridemate underneath it again. That definitely would have been the better call. Alright, let's see what we can hit off this Militia Bugler. Show me Soul Herder. It's not a Soul Herder. Alright, it's fine. Militia Bugler number 3. Show me Soul Herder. Dog, where are they? where are the Soul Herders? We've already filtered so many cards to the bottom of our deck. I don't understand. No Soul Herder, no OG. Bummers. No Professor of Symbology yet either. It's also a really good card. Okay. Professor of Symbology. Okay, I'm gonna grab that. We're gonna get Reduced to Memory. Now, one of the reasons why I really like Professor of Symbology is because we run Reduced to Memory. It says exile target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. Well, what Fairgrounds Warden can do is take away the token that we just gave our opponent. And now it's just gone forever. And they don't get the benefit from that card like they normally would have. Alright, we're gonna swing out here. If they block with Lunarch Veteran, we don't care. But yeah, it's about time we start swinging in, getting in some damage, start chipping them away. So far, we're doing a good job of keeping down mono white, which is good. Vesper Lark. Okay, so when this enters the battlefield, no, let's see. When this leaves the battlefield, return target creature card with power 1 or less from graveyard to the battlefield. I don't think we have any. We don't. Alright, Spirited Companion. Show me something good, please. I hate you, Spirited Companion. You're trash. Okay, I'm just going to play Frost Trickster. I will make it so this is tapped and doesn't untap. And I'll just swing everything. Start beating them down. Okay, opponent's down to 18. We're at 13. They've got 2 in the air. Danto Vanguard. That's a very aggressive card. But I'm not that concerned about it. Haha, joke's on you. My trickster has flying. It was all the way to the side. I'm sure you weren't paying attention. Haha. Got him. God, we're such little tricksters. Alright, Spirit Companion. Go. Because our opponent played a Danto Vanguard, they will get priority all the time. Because they can pay 4 life to get this indestructible. Dude, where's a Soul Herder? I've definitely seen more than the top half of my deck by now. With all the 12 cards that Militia Bugler would have sent to our graveyard, I think we only hit like 1 creature off of Militia Bugler. Like, we've definitely seen the top half of our deck already. This is insane. Still no Oji either. There probably should be 3 of her in the deck. She's really good. Okay. We're going to swing. A Danto Vanguard's going to kill something, probably. Hopefully he kills a Spirited Companion. That would make you very happy. Block the Spirited Companion. Pay the 4 life. It's not a good idea for them at all. But if they do that, which is a mistake to begin with, we will punish them even further because our Spirited Companion will be in the graveyard, which means that I can evoke our Vesper Lark to return a target creature card with power 1 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. So we can bring a Spirited Companion back and get the additional draw. But our opponent's smart, they don't do that. We're going to end the turn. Okay, they're down to 9, we're at 12. Come on. Opponent says good game. Good game. That's it, baby. Let's go. All right. And you know what? Because I showed a bunch of different decks, I'm not going to go to final thoughts and like talk about all of them. So we're going to do final thoughts right now. Final thoughts. You guys need to get into this artisan event. Into the artisan event. 1, it's a ton of fun. 2, it's really cool. 3, Historic Brawl, which is something that Rooker mentions in the article. Historic Brawl started as an event like this, and it became so popular, so many people played it during its lifespan as an event, that they made it an actual format, right? It's a permanent format that we always have access to now. I need you guys to play in the Artisan event too. It is definitely worth it. It's super cool. You get to play Artisan decks. It's a very fun format. And again, yeah, the more people we have playing, the more games they get played, the more Wizards of the Coast or whoever's running Arena, really, right? Whoever's in charge of this, they'll see that this is something that people want. That is good. It's a format that the people enjoy. And they should think about considering it, making it permanent. But that's going to wrap it up. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.